This is the question asked in today's skillrack daily challenge. In the first line of input, we are given the value of n and then we are given n into 2 integers as input. So the second line contains n integers, which is the box 1, and the third line contains again n integers, so this is box 2. Now the boy needs to create a new notebook by using the papers present in these boxes. So, and there are also certain conditions given. The boy always starts taking from the first box, first row. So, this 40, he always uses the papers from this 40, and he takes papers from the second box at the same position if the values both are either odd or either even. So, here 40, 30 both are even. So, if he takes papers from this box, he will also take papers from this box. So after 40 he will take this 30 pages to his notebook. So first we are printing 40 and 30, and now he would be at here after taking these 30 pages. So once he complete taking the papers, he always moves to the right. So now when he moves to the right, he would come to 93. So he would definitely take this 93 pages. So we are printing 93. And now if either both are odd or either both are even at the same index, then he would take the papers from both the boxes. So here 93 and 32. So 93 is odd and 32 is even. So he won't be taking papers from this 32 because both must be either odd or either even. So after taking these 93 papers, he will move to right. So printing 93 and then we are going to right. So here there are 51 papers. So he will definitely take these papers. So 51 is printed, and now 51 and then same position in the first box there is 61. So both are odd. 51 and 61 both are odd. So he will be taking papers from this 61 also. So after printing 51, we are also printing 61. And now after taking the papers, he will move right. So now lastly he has taken papers from this first box, so he will be moving to the right side from the first box. So from 61 he will be moving to 87. So now he will take this 87 papers. So we are printing 87, and here it is 74. So 74 is even and 87 is odd. So he won't be taking these papers from 74. Instead he would move right. So now after moving right, there are 44 papers and here 28 papers. So he will take both. So 44 and 28. He will move from up to down. So here we can see that 87, 44 and 28. So these are the papers that the boy uses to make his new notebook. This is the program I have written. So first I am creating an integer variable named n, and in the next line I am accepting the value of n, and then I am creating two arrays named box1, box2, each of size n, and then using a for loop I am iterating from 0 to n and accepting the number of pages present in the first box and storing it into the array box1, and after accepting box1 I am accepting the remaining n elements and storing it into the array box2. So now we have accepted the number of papers present in box 1 and box 2. So now we have to print the papers that the boy uses to make his notebook according to the conditions given in the question. So the logic starts here. So to do that, first we are creating a new integer variable named flag and setting its value to 0. So we will be using this flag variable to determine whether he will be taking papers from first box and second box, or from second box and first box. That is, either he will be moving from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So after initializing this flag variable, we are creating a loop that iterates from 0 to n. And in every iteration of this loop, first we are checking whether the boy would be able to take papers from both the boxes or not. So the given condition that if the boy needs to take papers from both the boxes, then the values present in both the boxes at same index must be either odd or either even. So we are using this condition. If sum of two numbers is even, then the numbers are either odd or even. So we are adding the values present in box 1 of I and box 2 of I, and if it is even, then both the integers present in box 1 and box 2 are either odd or either even. So we can also do this individually. We can check if box 1 is odd and box 2 is odd, or box 1 is even and box 2 is even. So we can do both of this. So now if the boy is able to take the papers from the two boxes, now we have to determine that whether he will be taking from top to bottom or from bottom to top. So initially it is given in the question that the boy always starts from top. So first he will move from top to bottom. So if the value of flag is equal to 0, then we are printing from top to bottom. So we are printing the value present in box 1 first, and then we are printing the values present in box 2 first. And after printing, we should also toggle the value of flag, because once he moves from top to bottom, next he will be able to move only from bottom to top. So we are toggling the value of flag. So if the value of flag is equal to 0, we will make it to 1, and if it is 1, we will make it to 0. So we will be printing from top to bottom if the value of flag is equal to 0. So this is when the value of flag is equal to 0. And if the value of flag is equal to 1, we are doing that in the else part. So we will just print from box 2 and box 1. So first we will be printing box 2 and then we will print box 1, so that we will be moving from bottom to top. And after printing, we are also toggling the value of flag to 0, because this condition works only when the value of flag is equal to 1. So after printing, we are changing the value of flag to 0. So now we will be able to print our output when the boy would be able to take papers from both the boxes. If the values present in both the boxes is either 1 odd and 1 even, then it would come to this else part. So here we are checking whether if the value of flag is equal to 0, we are just going to print the value present in box 1. And if the value of flag is equal to 1, we will just print the values present in box 2. Because in this case, when the number of papers in one is odd and another is opposite, then the boy would be able to take papers only from that current box. So if the value of flag is equal to 0, still he will be moving in the top row. So we are printing the papers that are present only at box 1. And if the value of flag is equal to 1, it means that the boy has moved down. So we will be printing the papers that are present only at box 2. So this is the logic. Now let us check our program with sample test cases. So now I have given the sample input 1, and here is our expected output. So we are also getting the same values. So now I have given the sample input 2, and here is our expected output. So we are also getting the same values. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.